to my channel. My name is Dina. On this episode of the Rainbow Shadow series, we're going to be dipping in to a pink eyeshadow. So if you're interested in seeing a really beautiful pink eyeshadow tutorial, then I'll see you back here in a sec. Okay, so the very first step that we're going to do is prime our eyes with an eyeshadow primer. My favorite eyeshadow primer, if you are new to my channel, I did link it for you down below, is the Shop Miss A eyeshadow primer. It is a liquid to cream eyeshadow primer. I recommend putting it on the back of your hand and then applying it with a synthetic brush all over from your lash line all the way up underneath your eyebrows. And it's also very important that you wait for this product to dry before you start going in with actual color. Okay, so once you're done applying your eyeshadow primer and waiting for it to dry completely, now we're going to dip into our basic eyeshadow set. So this is my basic eyeshadow set right over here. If you need help picking out your personal basic eyeshadow set colors, I help you pick some out in my eyeshadow tutorial video. So be sure to refer back to that video and then come on back to this pink tutorial so that way we can achieve the same results together. So the very first shade that I'm going to dip into in my personal eyeshadow palette is this flat white shade over here. You might be asking yourself, why are we taking a white color and putting it on top of a primer? It's very important that you do set your primer. If you just go in with color right on top of your primer, it will grab onto the primer and it's not going to blend. So putting this flat white shade just right over your eyelid and then placing any color on top of it, it's just going to really help soften and blend all the colors and all the eyeshadows. So you just want to place this flat white shade all over your eyelid, so starting from the inside corner and go all the way up underneath your eyebrow. So really be sure to coat your whole entire eyelid all the way up underneath your eyebrow. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Great, now once you're done setting your eyeshadow primer, now we're going to dip into this color right over here. So this is my flesh tone crease color. So I'm going to take this shade and place it right in my crease, but you're going to notice it doesn't have any brown tint to it. It literally looks like a flesh tone. So it's very important that you build your colors gradually. You never want to dip in to a really dark color immediately. It's not going to look soft and it's not going to give you that ombre effect. So for that reason, I'm going to dip into this color right over here using my crease brush. Be sure to tap off the excess, and then you're going to place this color just right in the crease. So I'm just going to go back and forth and place it right in the crease, and you'll see that I do get definition, and it is accentuating and showing off the shape of my eye, but it's not overall really dark and really intense. So now I'm going to take this same flesh tone crease color and apply it on my crease on the other side. Great, now once you're done applying that flesh tone color to your crease, now we're going to enhance it just a little bit. So now I'm going to dip into this color right over here so you can see that it's a little bit more on the bronzy tone. And then right next to it I have a cool tone brown. So for this look I want it to be a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to bounce between this bronzy color and this cool tone brown right over here just so that way it's not too warm and it's not too cool. I'm going to tap off the excess and then also just double check on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to place this neutral tone brown right in my crease as well. So now I'm just slowly starting to add depth into the crease. Great, now once you're done applying that color, go ahead and dip just a little bit more and coat both sides of the brush just so that way your work is even on both sides. And take this color right in the crease. Great, once you're done applying those two colors into your crease, now we're going to take our clean blending brush. If you are new to my channel, always have one clean eyeshadow brush that we use just to blend the colors together. So I'm going to grab my handheld mirror and I'm going to take my clean eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to soften and blend the colors that we just did. So I like to soften and blend my colors right after I add them. If you wait until the very end to blend all of your colors together, you're just going to mix all of your colors together. So it's very important to blend your colors step by step. Great, so once you're done softening and adding those colors to the crease, now I'm going to grab a different brush. So I did use my really large fluffy blending brush. Now I'm going to go a little bit smaller and I'm going to use the small blending brush and I'm going to dip into the same cool tone brown. So right next to the bronzy tone brown that we used, this cool tone brown, I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. And I just want this look to be a little bit smokier, so I'm going to take this cool tone brown color and I'm going to place it right at the top part of my crease. So I really want to accentuate my crease in this look, so for that reason I'm going in with this really tiny detailed crease brush, again from e.l.f. And I'm just placing it right at the top part of my crease. So I'm not placing anything on my eyelid. You can see how I'm almost doing a cut crease effect, but I don't want it to be as severe. So I'm just placing it right over here. Great. So now I'm going to take that same cool tone brown and apply it on the other side. So as you can see, I'm putting it right at the top part of the crease. Okay, once you're done applying that cool tone brown to the top part of your crease, now I want you to take that same exact brush and clean it off. Now I'm going to show you this gadget that I purchased from Shop Miss A. It is only $1. It is their in-between eyeshadow brush cleaner. You just take your brush and sweep it on top and it cleans your brushes in between uses. So this is really great if you don't have a lot of brushes to choose from, and again, it is only $1. I went ahead and linked it for you down below. Okay, so now I'm going to take this brush now that it is clean and I'm going to dip it into this color right over here. So we just got done doing a cool tone brown. So now I'm going to move into a color that has a little bit more of a red undertone. So I'm going to coat both sides of my brush and I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to place this color right at the top part of my eyelashes. So I'm just going to place it right over here. So you can see right here that we have this cool tone brown, and then right underneath, right over here, right at the top part of my lashes, I'm going to place this really beautiful reddish brown color. Great, once you're done applying that reddish brown color, go ahead and do the same thing on the other side and coat both sides of your brush. Great, once you're done applying that shade, now I want you to grab your blending brush. So grab your blending brush and then just soften and blend this color. So that way we're blending everything again, step by step. Perfect, so just take the tip of your brush and blend and soften everything together. Perfect. Now once we're done with that, I'm going to take that same exact color, the reddish brown color, using the same brush, and now I'm going to work my way down to the lower lash line. So for this step, grab your handheld mirror and hold the mirror up really high, and I want you to sweep this color right up underneath your lower lash line. Now really be sure to sweep off the excess just so that way you don't get any eyeshadow in your eye. And just take this color and sweep it right up underneath your lashes, but don't go all the way to the inside corner, just do it right at the outside corner. So I'm not even going halfway, I'm just keeping it right back here, right at the outside corner. And whenever applying eyeshadow to the lower lash line, it really does make your eyeshadow just look more cohesive. So when I look straight into the camera, you can just see overall when I don't have any eyeshadow at the lower part of my lashes, how it can make my eyeshadow just look a little heavy and a little bit made up. So for that reason, I really love adding just a little bit of eyeshadow at the lower part of my lash line. Okay, once you're done applying that reddish brown color to the lower lash line, now grab your blending brush and just soften the work that we just did. Great, once you're done softening, now I want you to take that same brush and just clean it off one more time. And now we're going to work our way to the center part of our lower lash line. So for this shade, I'm going to dip into this color right over here, so our flesh tone crease color. And I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. Now I'm going to place this right at the middle part, so I'm going to place it right over here. So I did place this reddish brown right at the outside corner, so now I'm working my way to the center part of my eye, but I'm not placing anything at the tear duct. I'm just placing it right over here, so right at the center part of my eye. You can flip your brush over. There is pigment on the other side, so just flip your brush over before you dip back into a different color just to double check, just so that way you don't waste any product. Great, again, and then just one last time, whenever you apply any color, just be sure to really soften everything. Perfect. Now once we're done adding all of our basic colors and all of our neutral colors, now we're going to start dipping into actual color. So now I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette that inspired me to do the rainbow eyeshadow series. I'm so sad that it's like almost narrowing down. We've done so many fun different colors, but today we are going to dive into this color that I have been absolutely obsessed with. It's been staring at me. It's like, Dina, pick me, pick me. So today I'm finally going to do this color, and I am so excited. It's this color right over here. Just look at it. It just like pops out at you. So I'm so excited to do something so fun and so electric and so different. So I just want to show you the eyeshadow set before I actually start dipping into color. This eyeshadow palette is only $20 and it comes with over 100 shades. It has metallics, it has mattes, it has shimmers, it has sheens. So overall it just has so many beautiful varieties and selections of colors. So this is just one set over here. And then if you lift it, it does come with a different set. So just a really, really beautiful eyeshadow palette. It's very inexpensive and it is non-toxic. They are super, super pigmented and blend very beautifully. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what color we're going to get into, starting off with the pink colors. Okay, so the very first color that I'm going to dip into is going to be this shade right over here. So I'm not going to dip into anything that has a lot of purple undertone and nothing that has a lot of peach to it. So I'm just going to stick with this really beautiful traditional pink color, so right over here. And for this step, I'm going to use my really big fluffy eyeshadow brush, so the same brush that we used for our crease. Now, whenever dipping into color, never go directly onto your eye and never just tap it off on your compact. Really be sure to take the extra time to tap it either on your in-between brush cleaner, onto a tissue, or onto your hand. So really be sure to tap it off on something, not just on your compact. Now once you're done dipping into color and tapping off the excess, we're going to place this really beautiful traditional pink color and we're just going to place it right at the top part of our crease. Now I'm not going to place it on my whole entire crease, I'm just going to place it right at the top part of my crease, focusing right at the center part of my eye. Great, so you can see how I'm gradually starting to bring in the pink. Whenever dealing with color, you never want to start with color. You always want to gradually add color. It just overall makes your eyeshadow look more seamless and more beautiful. Great, so now I'm going to take that same exact pink color and do the same thing on the other side, just placing it right at the top part of my crease. Great, now once you're done adding that pink color, now I want you to move on to this color right over here. So we're just going to work our way down and we're going to use this color. It does have a little bit more depth to it. It does have a little bit more of a purple undertone. So I just want it to be a little bit smokier before I dive into this really electric color. So we're going to use this color over here. It's kind of like a burgundy shade, like a soft burgundy. Now I'm going to tap the excess on my compact and then I'm going to tap it off on here, so I'm not going to just tap it one time. Perfect. So now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right at the outside of my crease. So I placed that first color right over here. Now I'm placing this color on my crease, but at the outside corner of my crease. So still focusing on the crease. We haven't worked our way to the lid just yet. Great. So now I'm going to take that same shade and I'm going to show you on the other side just so that way you guys can see one more time. So I'm not placing it on my eyelid, I'm just placing it on my crease, but I'm placing it at the outside corner of my crease. Great. Now once we're done with that, I want you to grab your really small brush that we use for our lower lash line. Be sure to clean it off just so that way we don't have a lot of pigment. And now I want you to dip into that same exact color that is right over here. And this shade, I want you to sweep it right up underneath your lash line, but just at the outside corner. So now we're just mirroring the work that we just did. We did place this at the crease, so now I just want you to place it right at the outside corner, just so that way it mimics the look on the top eye. Great, now once you're done with that, grab your blending brush and just soften the colors that we just did. Now I'm going to teach you a new step. Before you move on to the next eye, clean off your brush completely because you don't want to transfer any color to the next eye. So really be sure to clean off your brush before jumping on to the next eye. Okay, once you're done softening and blending all of the eyeshadow colors, now we're going to dip into that really fun pink shade. So now I'm going to take my crease brush and I'm going to coat both sides of my brush with this really beautiful intense pink color. Now we're really going to be sure to take off the excess on this color because we do not want this shade to go anywhere. So I'm really going to be sure to tap off the excess. And then we're going to take this shade and we're going to place it right at the center part of our eye. So I'm just going to place it right over here. Now I do want it to be a little bit more concentrated, so for that reason I am going to focus right on this spot. I'm not going to be doing any windshield wiper movements because I don't want it to be a sheer application. I do want it to be more of a concentrated application, so for that reason just focus on that area. Great, so now I'm just going to add a teeny bit more color, focusing on that same exact area. You can always add color, never add too much pigment and try to wipe it away after. It's just going to be a huge mess literally on your face and all over your eye. So just to ensure that your eyeshadow is very clean and overall you get no fallout, just be sure to really focus on this area. Okay, once you're done applying that really beautiful, intense pink color, now I want you to take your finger and I want you to dip into this color right over here. So this really beautiful peachy pinky color. I will swatch it for you on my finger. It's just a really beautiful peachy pinky color. Now we're going to use our ring finger to apply any sheen or any pigment. If you use a brush, it can erase all the work that we just did. It's going to pick up too much color. I do want it to be a more sheer application, so I'll show you. If you do it with your finger, overall it is more of a sheer application. So I'm going to take this pinky peachy color and I'm going to place it right at the inside corner of my eye. And since I want it to be a little bit more sheer, that's the reason why I'm using my finger. So I'm going to place this color and I'm going to place it right at the inside corner of my eye. And then I'm also going to take it right over here. So really close to my lower lash line. So I'm going to take this color about halfway. And you can really see how it does overall really make that pink just stand out so much more. So now I'm going to take that same color and do the same thing on the other side using my ring finger. You can really see how taking that pink pigment and placing it over your eye just really does make your eyeshadow look more electric and more intense. So now I want you to take that same brush that we used for the lower lash line. Go ahead and make sure that it is clean, so clean it off completely and thoroughly. And now I want to dip into this color right over here, so just a true pink color. So I want it just to look really bright and really girly and really fun. So I'm going to dip into a traditional pink color using my really small blending brush. And I'm going to tap off my excess. And then once I'm done tapping off the excess, I'm going to place this color right at my tear duct. Perfect. So I'm going to place this color just right over here. Great. Right at the tear duct. So you can see how it's almost like a really Barbie icy pink. So now I'm going to take that same color and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, once you're done adding that reflective pigment to the inside corner, now I want you to take that same brush and just clean it off one more time. And now I want to bring that really intense pink color to the lower part of our lashes. So just coat both sides of your really small brush and really make sure that there is no excess pigment. Great, so now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right over here. So we didn't place anything right at the inside corner just yet. So I'm going to place this color right over here. Great, so now I'm going to take that same pink and do it on the other side. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little bit more. So I did apply one thin, even layer to both sides of my eye, but I just want it to be a little bit more intense and a little bit more electric. So I'm just going to take one more coat and I'm going to place it just right on top. So just adding a little bit more color to both sides. Great. Now once you're done with that, now I want to add a little bit more color just to the outside corner of our eyes. So take your really big blending brush and now I want you to dip into this color right over here. So right next to the pink shade, you'll see this almost like pinkish reddish shade. So I'm going to dip into this color using my really big blending brush and I'm just going to tap off the excess and then double check on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right at the outside corner of my eye. So just using the tip of the brush, I am going to place this color just right at the outside corner because I do want to layer just a little bit more of that reddish pinky color just right over here just to really tie the look together. Love it, so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do that same reddish color on the other side. So I'll show you, I'm just going to place it right over here, so right at the outside corner. So we do have a lot of pink and really beautiful colors going on at the center part of our eye, but we don't really have anything going on right over here to connect all of those gorgeous colors together. So just place this color right over here, so right at the outside corner. Okay, once you're done applying that color to the outside corner of your eye, now I want you to take your clean blending brush and I want you, for the last time, just to soften that very last color that we applied. Great, now once we're done softening and blending everything, I'm going to add one more reflective pigment. So I'm going to add this color right over here. So that very first color, the traditional pink color that we use for the tear duct, I'm going to place this with my finger. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right over here. So I'm going to place it just right at the top part of my eye, but I'm not going to place it all over. I just want it to be really, really concentrated right where my eyeliner would be. So right over here. Great, so I really want just to show off the true pink, So for that reason, I just want to place it right over here, and you can really see how it does amplify just the center part of your eye. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side because I just want that main focus to be right at the top part of my eye. Great, now once we're done with that, I'm going to take a different brush. So now I'm going to take just your basic eyeshadow brush, and now I'm going to dip into that same exact pink color, so right over here, and I'm going to coat both sides of my basic eyeshadow brush. And then I'm just going to double check and take the excess off. Look at how much came off. Perfect. So now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right over here, so right at the inside corner of my eye. So that same reflective pink color, I am placing it underneath because I do want to amplify all of this beautiful color that we did underneath. So I'm just taking that reflective pigment, and I am doing it with a brush because if you were to do it with your finger is too big for this step and it's just going to overall be a little bit too harsh underneath. So for this step, use a brush and just take it and place it over the pinks that we did right at the inside corner just to amplify everything. Great, okay, so once you are done amplifying and adding all your color, now we are going to line our eyes. So for this specific eyeshadow look, I want a winged liner, so I don't want to do anything too smoky. I don't want to distract from the pink, and I just feel like overall a smudged black liner with pink eyeshadow is just not going to go together, but I think a really beautiful winged cat eye with pink is just going to be so beautiful. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. liquid liner. I really love this liquid liner. I did link it for you down below. I love that it is a shiny black, so overall it's just a really beautiful liquid liner. If you have any trouble applying liquid liner, I do help you in my liner and lashes video, so you can refer back to that video. I give you some really great tips on how to make the perfect cat eye for your specific eye shape. So some really great tips on that video. So now I'm going to place this eyeliner on my eye. You guys, look how beautiful this cat eye is. I am absolutely obsessed with that harsh cat eye and the contrast of the pink. I just overall think that the pink and black just go so beautifully together. So now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Great. Now once you are done adding the liquid liner, now I want you to line your bottom part of your eyes. So for this step, we are going to use a black gel eyeliner, but we're not going to use our gel eyeliner brush. For this step, we are going to use a smoky eyeliner brush. So it is a natural hair brush, so it is not synthetic. If you don't have a brush that is specifically made to smudge eyeliner, it's a smaller version of your regular eyeshadow brush. So just find a smaller version of a basic eyeshadow brush. It will give you the same exact results. Now take this smudgy eyeshadow brush and dip it into your gel liner and take the excess off on the back of your hand. So you can see how it does give you a smoky eyeliner effect. So I'm going to take this product and I'm going to place it at the lower part of my lashes. So now take your handheld mirror and hold it up really high and take that gel eyeliner and just place it right in between your eyelashes. You will see when I'm done how I do get this really gorgeous definition of eyeliner, but it's not a really harsh, intense line. Great, so when I take a look in the camera, you can see how I get this really beautiful definition of eyeliner, but it's not this really harsh, intense line that's at the inside part of my waterline. When you do it with a smoky eyeliner brush, you do cover more surface area, so you can see how overall it is a lot smokier. It's not a really thin line, so for that reason it does make your eyes look more open and it does make your eyes look a little bit bigger. So I personally really love this step, and overall it looks a lot softer and a lot more beautiful. So now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, once you're done adding that smoky black liner to the bottom part of your lashes, you can either go ahead and put on mascara and finish off the look, but me personally, I'm going to apply my false lashes, and then once I'm done applying my false lashes, I'm going to meet you right back here and show you the final look of the Rainbow Shadow Series Pink tutorial, so I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I just got done doing my lashes and mascara off camera, so this is the final look of the Rainbow Shadow Series Pink tutorial. I hope you guys love this look just as much as I do. I had so much fun creating it for you, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment me down below. But until next time, I will see you on another episode where we're going to be dipping into so many fun different colors. But until then, take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.